Oh yes, the social media moments of Oxnard, California. One of my favorite parts of training camp for the Dallas Cowboys is seeing the social media feeds flooded with Cowboys content and Cowboys fans that are excited for the 2025 season. Welcome in to Special Edition here from the Star in Frisco alongside former Cowboys Barry Church and Nate Newton. I'm Kyle Youmans. So glad you're with us. Gentlemen, lots to hit as the Cowboys, of course, have already wrapped up one preseason game. The preseason continues at AT&T Stadium for the next couple of weeks. And, of course, this Cowboys team wrapping up in Oxnard, California. I'll start with you, Barry. What are your takeaways from Oxnard as the team breaks camp this week?
Well, Kyle, my main takeaway from Oxnard has got to be the combination of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens on the outside. I mean, this combination is going to be electric, and it's going to cause nightmares for defensive coordinators out there. You can't double-team both of them. If you decide to double-team CeeDee Lamb, you got George Pickens one-on-one, which we know that's a nightmare advantage Cowboys, and the same thing goes opposite. If you decide to double-team George Pickens, you don't want to leave CeeDee Lamb out there one-on-one on the island with the cornerback. So for me, if this team can remain healthy, especially with these two on the outside, it's going to be electric, and defensive coordinators are in for a nightmare.
For me, it's all about the tempo. They went out, coach said he would pick up the pace, and they picked up the pace. They started practice, they're running fast, they're moving fast, they got a little bit more physical. I'll talk about that later, but these guys had a great tempo camp.
Moving that tempo early on, it really put pressure on the defense. Now, Nate, when you look at really this team as a whole and what they've done, there's still a long way to go, but there have been some good performances individually as well. Who has made the biggest impact to try and push this team forward to week one?
Sam Williams. Coming off an injury, I thought he would be a little timid, but this guy has been playing lights out in practice, had a decent showing against the Rams. And then number 41, Donovan, can you pronounce that?
Ezeraku.
Yeah,
you'll get there.
This young guy plays linebacker / defensive end. Had 16 sacks, I think, coming out of college. This kid got a lot of energy. You just got to learn Zeberflu's defense. I think he'll be okay.
And for me, I'm going to stay on the outside with the wide receivers. It's got to be CeeDee Lamb for me. I mean, when I look at this guy during camp, he seemed unguardable. Whoever they wanted to throw at him, it was a mismatch for him. And even when the Rams decided to come over there and try to guard CeeDee Lamb, they couldn't do so. The way they're moving this guy around from outside receiver to slot receiver, sometimes in the backfield, I mean, he's going to cause havoc for defenses out there like he has been doing the past couple of years.
No, so you're saying you like the wide receivers?
Oh, I love them. I love them. And for a defender to say that, I mean, hey, they putting some work in.
I was about to say a secondary defender giving credit. Now, Nate, I know, like we said, there's a long way to go until September 4th against Philadelphia. What do you want to see from this team now that you've had a chance to see the early workings of the 25 squad?
Kyle, they have to be physical. And they have to bring an extra step after the whistle. You have to get into guys and engage guys. You have to learn to set that tempo and set the bar a little bit higher. You have to be able to put your hands on people and make them feel. You have to do that extra shove. I can go on and on how to be physical, but it is a mindset, and you never get rid of it.
Yeah, that's a fact. It is a mindset. And for me, it's got to be the depth. I mean, we understand what this team, the top dogs, are going to do out there as far as Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and we know what Parsons is going to do as well. But it comes down to the depth because this is a long season. 17 games is a long stretch. We've seen injuries happen here or there. So it's going to be those guys, the second-team guys, the third-team guys, that's going to have to step up in big roles to keep this train going for the Dallas Cowboys. Do they have the depth behind the big dogs to still produce at a high level? We will see this season. But to me, I got to see what the depth's talking about.
You know, I like that conversation. I want to keep that conversation going because it is a long season. We've got a long way to go here on Special Edition. When we come back, let's dive deeper into the injury list that has already started and what we've seen from the Cowboys team early in the preseason. More Special Edition right after this.
Special Edition, presented by AT&T, is brought to you by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. Reliant, official energy provider of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com. Invest like your icons with Blockchain.com. And by AT&T, official sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
Church mentioned in the first segment some notable injuries stacking up for the Cowboys in Oxnard. A couple secondary players dealing with knee injuries. Miles Sanders did return to practice this week, a good sign for the Cowboys. And then some other guys maybe a little longer road back, such as Rob Jones, who's out for the season with a neck injury. Welcome back in to Special Edition. As that list starts to grow and training camp comes to a close, the question becomes really the same that it's always been in the NFL. How does a team overcome injuries? And the easy answer to that question is depth. And you got to have the right depth in the right spot to overcome injuries like that. Nate, what spot on this Cowboys roster has the most opportunity to overcome injuries like that?
I think it's your linebacker position, led by Kenneth Murray, Jack Sanborn, Maris Leofold, Damone Clark, who's having a nice camp. And then you got Buddy Johnson, who's on the practice squad last year, and Darius Harris. So I think this team, having a few injuries, I think they can overcome.
Well, and of course, DeMarvion Overshown has not been a part of this. You've got an opportunity there to see Kenneth Murray in and out of practice. But, Barry, they've still had success, even with a couple of their big-time playmakers not in the fold.
Yeah, without a doubt they did. They had some success with some of these young linebackers, which you'd love to see because that adds to that depth. These guys are going to have to step up in situations and play. As we look at Maris Leofold here at the second level, he does a great job of being patient, reading his keys, understanding that it's a pass, has a great angle to the ball carrier right here, and uses the sideline as his friend. The ball carrier gets no yards after contact. Once again, does a great job seeing that short motion, understand it's going to be a run play. He has a corner on the outside, so he feels inside and does a great job. Here we go with Shamar James at the second level position as well. Reads his keys, understands this is hard as for a linebacker. When those linemen give you a pass set, he has to react quick, which he does, brings the ball carrier down once again. And this one right here I love from Shamar James. Just pulls the trigger immediately, downhill, aggressive tackle, wraps up, pushes the ball carrier back. That's what you love to see at the linebacker position. Now we have Darius Harris right here at the second level. Understands that's a pass. He has the hook curl flat situation right there. Does a great job pulling the trigger as well. Great angle to the ball carrier. And once again, uses the sideline as his friend. And last but not least, we have Darius James here once again using that speed to get around the ball or around the lineman right there. Gets off the block and does a great job of bringing that ball carrier down. That's not what these linebackers did last year. Last year, they were kind of stagnant on the blocks at that second level. You see the quickness, the speed of these young linebackers out there, the aggressiveness to get downhill, and that's what they love at the linebacker position, being able to get downhill and stopping these running backs from getting further down the line of scrimmage.
And that's what Barry Church used to do. So you should trust his opinion whenever it comes to that. Now, Nate, when you look at the position groups that maybe aren't built the same way, what position group needs to step up and maybe add some depth going into this season?
Our corners, our safeties, these positions are lacking in talent. I think we got enough players, but can they play the position to its fullest? I'll leave that to Barry.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, Nate. To me, the secondary is where they lack the depth. I mean, outside of Diggs, outside of Bland, when Diggs comes back healthy, outside of those two, you're looking at a big drop-off of production. I mean, you have two all-pro corners on the outside, but other than that, from that first preseason game, we really didn't see very much confidence in that secondary. And these guys are going to have to play a big role going forward because, like I mentioned earlier, 17-game season is a long stretch. You're going to need some of these second and third team guys to step up and be able to produce at a high level. We will see if that secondary can evolve and get better as the season goes.
Yeah, one highlight from that secondary group was in that first preseason game against the Rams. They gave up big play after big play, but that wasn't the case when Israel Mukuamu made some impact. You had Stetson Bennett rush out of the pocket, had to throw it on the run, and Israel Mukuamu made him pay over the top. It was good to see Mukuamu come up with a pick, his first in the preseason since 2022, but he's one of these guys that you need to step up in a big way, whether it's on the outside like he was here or in that nickel corner spot on the inside of the secondary. You need him to play at a very high level. When we come back, I want to hear some of the best sounds of training camp in Oxnard, California. What impressed you and what did impress us when we went to the mic'd up portion of training camp as it comes to a close on the West Coast?
This segment was brought to you by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. This segment is brought to you by the NFL Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan.
As the sun sets on Training Camp 2025 in Oxnard, California, let's take a look at some of the best sounds of the sideline from the River Ridge Sports Complex.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
What up, Coach? I think I look handsome, Coach.
Hey, man, go get it, baby. Allow all that greatness to be on display, baby.
And they chose the right one to be mic'd up, right?
Come on.
You should have been the first one.
Come on. Hello.
Dude, what'd you do? Lose your chain?
Well, when?
Yesterday?
No, my tooth. Came out.
With the dynamite?
But I went to the dentist. It just kept falling out. I was like, felt wind on my gum.
I thought you hurt your finger because you were like this. I was like,
Different.
man, y'all know the standard? Let's go ahead and keep that. TV on 3, 1, 2, 3.
TV. I want to be a dog. Oh,
Outside leverage is here. Get outside leverage. Here. You gonna end up back inside. Home. Now get up the field. Keep your eyes down. Keep your pad level.
Oh. There it is. Hey, I just want to see you move. I just want to see you move. Hey, Rev, you know if you ain't like me, you could have gave me the heads up like before practice. I said, if you ain't like me, you could have gave me the heads up before practice.
If you would have just knocked his hands off, I would have let that go. But when you got into,
He holding me like this
and if you would have, just knocked his hands
and
off,
came back.
yeah. But you got it here. That's why.
I got you. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm trusting your judgment. I can't look at myself right now.
I'm just trying to help as much as I can now. That
Right.
way, on a Sunday afternoon, you can shine like you did at Oklahoma.
Absolutely, I got you.
Dang!
Hey, will you hold that for me? Oh, they have pockets, Henry. What football coach does that?
Hey, shout out my boy Josh Butler. He having a baby on the way, baby boy.
Come on.
Yeah.
He still ain't came out.
He ain't came out yet. We waiting on that.
Yeah, I've been mic'd up.
Hey, hell
No. How is that a fine?
I did see the camera over there. I didn't know he was mic'd up.
Natty Ice, how you doing, brother? You all right?
Yes, I'm good.
Good to see you. I'm good, bro. Sure, likewise, I'm man.
Love watching you.
Appreciate you, man. G. Love y'all. Glad y'all could join us.
CeeDee Lamb capping off some of the best sounds of camp. When we come back, we'll see some of the best moments from training camp in Oxnard.
This segment was brought to you by the NFL Fan of the Year, presented by Captain Morgan. This segment is brought to you by Salvation Army, doing the most good.
One thing we've learned this offseason is that Brian Schottenheimer is a man of the people. He agrees to sign the forehead of a fan at training camp in Oxnard. Gentlemen, would you even ever consider asking anybody to sign your forehead for any reason whatsoever?
Maybe Tiger Woods.
Maybe Tiger.
Maybe Tiger
Okay.
Woods. I get it on paper too. I'm a shower. That thing gonna fall off. So I get it on paper too.
Never.
Never. No signatures. No from nobody.
Not even like a Serena Williams or somebody like.
Muhammad Ali.
You go get you.
Back with Barry Church and Nate Newton. That was one of the great moments of training camp, but it wasn't even in our top 5 of our top 5 versions. Let's start with number 5. How about the positive vibes that Brian Schottenheimer and this coaching staff have brought Dak Prescott riding around on the horse? This is during the bags drill that they use Grops to to determine a tiebreaker? I mean, have you seen a camp like this with so many positive vibes all the way through?
I'll tell you what, some of the best teams I've ever been on that made it the longest in the playoffs, they were all tight like this. Everybody was all kind of one, whether you're a quarterback, whether you're a long snapper, everybody was one, and it was kind of a loose camp. So hopefully those same vibes are coming with the Cowboys.
Yeah, you got to turn it into wins. Let's go to the football side of things. How about CeeDee Lamb laying out for this football? Juggles it initially, Nate, but he brings it down, makes one of the plays of camp.
Man, he done it all camp. Plays like that. Him and your boy, George Pickens, they've been making plays like that. It's been a highlight reel for this kid. Hey, he's doing his thing.
Speaking of highlight reel, let's go to the defensive side of the ball. I had to do a double take as Zion Childress, wearing number 48, makes a one-handed interception. Ooh. I thought it was 42 out there for a little bit. I thought it was Barry Church making the play in the secondary.
It was close. He was almost a Club 42 member right there, but that's a heck of a catch right there.
Like that. You ever made a stand like that?
Yeah, but I did it without the gloves. Able to take it back, too. I mean, that was a heck of an athletic play right there. Heck of a play.
Hey, and don't look now, but Zion Childress is competing to start in the nickel slot corner spot. I mean, there's a lot of conversation about what he did in that first preseason game and how he's built on it in camp. Speaking of competition, it's been a wide receiver competition. Jalen Brooks made his impact in the joint practice against the Rams. This throw, about 70 yards in the air from Joe Milton. That might be a little exaggeration, but it was a long throw from Joe Milton, and it still finds Jalen Brooks in stride.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, they call him Bazooka Joe for a reason, but when you look at this, not only was it a 70-yard bomb, but the accuracy. You love to see the accuracy out of that, man. That was a heck of a play by Bazooka Joe as well as Jalen.
All right, moving to number one. This is the best moment by far. Kyer Elam, who had an incredible training camp with the Cowboys, has the interception, and he has the best celebration too. Picks up a young Cowboys fan standing in the VIP section, raises him to the sky to say, hey, I'm here, I've arrived, and that kid will never forget it, Nate.
Only to hear Barry Church say off air that he has no holding skills.
Yeah, the holding skills was a little off. Man. You got to have more ribs up there when you're dealing with the little kid. But it reminded me of the Lion King. I mean, when you're up there, Pride Rock, holding Simba up there, man, that was a heck of a celebration.
Man, I love it. You know Barry's got kids when he's breaking it down like that. When we come back, let's take a look at some of the Madden ratings that we have arriving in 25.
This segment was brought to you by Salvation Army, doing the most good. Closed captioning is brought to you by the Texas Lottery. Play the games of Texas with the Texas Lottery. Play today. And to watch more Dallas Cowboys content on your connected TV, download the Cowboys Now app on Amazon Fire, Roku, and Apple TV. Special edition presented by AT&T was brought to you by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. And by AT&T, connecting changes everything.
What do you think your speed rating is going to be in Madden 26?
99 plus 1.
I give him 98. He ain't fast, he think. I give him 98.
100. 97. Or 99.
In 2025, I think his speed was like 95, so we got to go like 97 now. 97? Okay.
90? What? Bro, they sell it. He was the fastest man in the league.
I say 96, 97. 97? Ooh, okay, there. Should be a 99 to be real, but.
I agree with you, Cavante. You ran 23 miles per hour last year in your return against Washington. He's got to be the fastest man in Madden. We had a couple guys that were on Madden in the past.
Way back.
Oh, going way back. Let's go way back. How about that, shall we? Let's take a look back at Barry Church and Nate Newton back in their Madden days. This is somebody with Barry Church on Madden Ultimate Team. You're a 90 overall.
I seen a 90 on there. That's about right.
There's a 68 in your man coverage.
Whoa.
What happened in man coverage? I don't know what's happening.
Sleeping on my man skills, especially press. I mean, that's crazy.
They got you as an 84 in press.
I mean, like, that's crazy. How you 84 in press?
But a 68 in man.
That makes no sense. 90 overall, though?
Yeah. That's
I'll take it.
It cost you 52,000 points.
All right.
It was all, yeah.
Hands on
Yeah, there you go. All right, what about Nate? Let's go a little further back. This is somebody creating a Nate Newton creative player. and going through the whole process here. Look at this. You look pretty good.
I like
They
it.
even got your Florida A&M up there.
Hey, I love it. Okay. Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
Man, if I was ever
This
that
is fan-made.
slim, if I was ever that slim, I'm trying to figure out.
I like
Oh, look at all the
it.
99s all the way through.
yeah.
They got the ratings right.
That's just
Got the ratings right.
Yeah.
That's
Did
going
they
to
get
do it
my
for
weight
us here on Special Edition. We'll catch you next week as the Cowboys return home from Oxnard, California. Free practices at the Star in Frisco on Tuesday and Wednesday. For Barry, Nate, and our entire crew, I'm Kyle Youmans saying so long from the Star in Frisco.